Ah, I've seen my team win it all, man. I've seen us win it all. Club World Cup champions. Chelsea Football Club are officially the best team in the world. Chelsea Football Club are the champions of the world, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? Let's just take a moment, yeah, to just deep that, yeah? Chelsea Football Club are the champions of the fucking world, cuz. Yeah? You understand? Man like Kai Havertz with the penalty. Man like Super Tommy Tuchel. Man like Aspilicueta, first ever Chelsea player to win every single trophy in the club's history, fam. Yeah? He's the only player to win every single trophy that Chelsea have won. Only player, fam. Not John Terry, not Frank Lampard, unfortunately. Aspilicueta, my captain, bro. I love him to bits, man. And if this is his last season, then what a way to be sent off, honestly. Love him. Love this team. Love this manager. I'm proud, man. And you know what? That performance today, it was tough. It was a tough performance. You know, Chelsea just had to hang in there. You know, there's some positives, there's some negatives, you know, but please like the video. Come on. I mean, if you are delighted that we are the best club in the world, if you're delighted that we just won the Club World Cup, smash the like button and subscribe. And one thing I'd like to say, thank you for 60 subscribers, people. We keep working, we keep moving. Hopefully we can get to 100 as soon as possible. Just help me out by subscribing down below. But yeah, let's get into it straight away. So obviously, look, did the game go how I expected it to go? I kind of did, yes. Yesterday in my preview, I forgot to do a score prediction. But on Twitter, I did tweet out that we would win 2-1 after extra time because I just thought we would make it hard for ourselves. And also the fact the way Palmeiras play, Chelsea normally do struggle a bit against low blocks. So I was thinking to myself, it could get tough. You know, I didn't think this would go to penalties, to be honest with you. I'll just keep it real. But yeah, Thomas Tuchel obviously came out with the lineup. We played a 3-4-3. A lot of people were surprised. Including myself in a way, but then when I saw the team, it was kind of the team I did expect, except for one position. So obviously Mendy was in goal as expected. People upset that Kepa didn't play or it was harsh on Kepa. Yes, it's harsh on Kepa, but it's one of those ones where Mendy also deserved to play. You know, keep up that momentum. He just won the AFCON with Senegal. So yeah, and he done well except for the pen, but that doesn't matter, does it really? So yeah, Mendy was in goal. We had the back three obviously of Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Christensen as expected. Aspilicueta played as the right wing back. Callum Hudson-Odoi played as the left wing back. And for me, to play him as the left wing back in this game today, I would say at times it went well, at times it didn't. We'll get into all of that stuff. But in my opinion, that rings huge alarms for Marcos Alonso. Obviously, a few days ago, Alonso was talking about how, you know, why not stay at Chelsea? I've only got a year left on my contract, but why not stay? I'm happy here. You know, he said he wants to be at Chelsea the same amount of years Aspi was at Chelsea. And I'm just like, brother, nah, get out of here. You're not good enough, yeah? And Tuchel don't rate you either, okay? If he had rated you, he would have played you in the final. He played a winger, left wing back, in a final, ladies and gentlemen, against a very good defensive Palmeiras side. So, yeah, that just rings alarm bells. Kovacic and Kante played in the double pivot as expected. And again, the front three was what I expected as well. Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, and Lukaku. So it's pretty much the lineup that I predicted Tuchel would do. You know, except for the left wing back slot. So I pretty much got it spot on. And, you know, I was like, you know what? Mason and Kai's 2 10s. You know, I think in terms of who can be in that middle role, you know, have a free roam, you know, go out wide, be inside, you know, try and link up the play and combine. I thought those two were the best equipped for it. Lukaku was up top as expected. And yeah, we start the game, and you can already see within the first 10 minutes what clearly the game plan is. Palmeiras literally have all of their men behind the ball, and you know Chelsea are just in possession every single time. And it was a very, very frustrating first half, man. Very frustrating. We barely created any chances. There was a lack of movement from the players. There was only certain players trying. You know, Thiago Silva, I'm pretty sure probably had the most touches in that first half. I'm not sure if he did throughout the whole game, but at least in the first half, I'm pretty sure he had the most touches because so many times the ball goes out to him. He has space and there's no runners. And it's difficult for the runners because they're sitting so deep that if they make a run and Thiago Silva pings it, it's likely to go out because, there's not much space to run into. So Thiago Silva didn't really ping the ball as much as we would have liked to, but it was understandable. But then if that's not happening, you'd expect movement around the middle. Lukaku at times would drop deep, not enough. You're not really seeing enough from Mason Mount, really. It was just looking lethargic. It was looking really boring, really frustrating. And then obviously, unfortunately, Mason Mount went off with an injury and Pulisic came on. And I thought Pulisic was positive. He actually dropped deep, tried to link up the play. He was trying to dribble out and stuff like that. So other than really him, Mateo Kovacic and Thiago Silva, I wasn't seeing any players in our team really be positive with the ball. Callum Hudson-Odoi, that first half, he tries to take a player on and he failed pretty much every single time. Some of his crosses were quality though. His set pieces weren't, but his crosses were quality at times. So he had an inconsistent game down that side. Aspilicueta wasn't really using the width. He was more inside really. Maybe that was to stop counter-attacks, just to block off passing lanes potentially. So that maybe is the reason why he wasn't as wide as we expected him to be. But like I said, you've got Kanté who's trying to do a couple 1-2s, but not enough. Kovacic is trying to find progressive passes, trying to dribble out, trying to just create something. And Thiago Silva, it was getting just so bad, that to the point where Thiago Silva just took a shot from outside the box. And that was the story of the first half, really. Not enough chances created, not enough movement from the team. Tactically, Palmeiras are looking very, very comfortable. They even went on a couple dangerous counter-attacks where they could have, I think one of them they should have scored. I think it was Dudu who literally had literally just fluffed his line. I think he was off balance and hit it and it went wide. So kind of lucky there that he fluffed his lines there. But we had to look out for that. And obviously going into the second half, it's more of the same really. A bit lethargic. Yeah, the intensity, it's grown a bit to be fair. And we're doing the same thing. Callum Hudson-Odoi still failing to take on his man. Lukaku not really in the game like that. Kai Havertz trying, Pulisic actually giving effort as well. Thiago Silva trying to find those passes as well. Kovacic with his progression, his passes forward, his dribbling as well. So again, it was a bit of the same than the first half, but at least in this half we upped the intensity a bit, and it's where more action happened really. And obviously, in one of the goals, I think it was Kovacic who was driving with the ball. I think he gave it to Callum Hudson-Odoi. First time left foot cross. It was his first cross he done with his left foot. It was a quality cross, probably his best cross of the night. Romelu Lukaku, fam, with that header, key header, and fair play to Lukaku, man. We gotta give him credit. At the end of the day, yeah, he scored today and he scored in the semi-final as well. Regardless of his performance, the guy scored. And I'm hoping, because I'm seeing that Tuchel and Chelsea and the board and Marina clearly want to see this work out, because he did cost £98 million, guys. So, we've got to find a way to make it work. But at the same time, if enough's enough, then he has to get dropped. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't mind him playing, and he did. And I thought overall he tried. At times he dropped deep, at times he tried to link up the play. Even at times he laid off players like Pulisic as well. I thought they linked up quite decently in a few times. Him and Kai Havertz were alright as well. So it feels like maybe things are starting to slowly improve in terms of Lukaku himself. But as a team, attacking forward, movement from everyone, combinations from everyone just on the same page, it wasn't really there. And eventually we score, and at that point you expect it to sort of hold on, not sit back in particular, but hold on. You expect Palmeiras now to just go forward now and attack a bit more, and hopefully that would open spaces up for Chelsea to go on counter attacks and create more chances. But barely that happened as well. It was a very lethargic, poor attacking performance. I think that's a concern, man, that we have to look out for. But yeah, eventually Palmeiras got a penalty, and Thiago Silva, I mean, what are you doing? I don't understand what he did there. So he obviously, I think it was a throwing or a corner or a cross or whatever. He jumps, he puts his hand in front of the player's head, and he handballs it clearly. And the second the ref went to check it, I was like, yep, he's giving the penalty. He's going to give the penalty. It's a clear handball, clear as day. It is a handball. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was like, whatever, man. And that ref, by the way, today, bruv, he was so biased, man. So biased to them. Every time they went down, he just gave a free kick for everything. The only good bit he did was give the red card. And even then he messed up because he didn't even think it was a foul in the first place. But let me not even let the ref ruin my mood, innit? We are the fucking champions of the world, man. Come on, man. So yeah, obviously they bagged the penalty, And yeah, at that point I was like, yep, all right, I guess they're just going to go back to their low block again, and we're back to square one. And it literally was that. You know, even beforehand, Pulisic had a couple chances with his left foot, you know, and he was really close in both occasions that he had. So, yeah, good from him. But yeah, pretty much the rest of the half, you know, we're trying to create something from set pieces, not really coming off. The luck is not on our end at this point. So, yeah, we go into extra time. Obviously, actually, before I even talk about that, Tugachi made a couple changes. He brought on Timo Werner and Saul. And at the time, I was like, why has he brought those two on when it's 1-1? I'm thinking, why? Timo Werner against low blocks, it doesn't work. Although, you know what? Fair play to him. He actually had a decent cameo, especially in extra time, because that was when he was allowed to be on the left-hand side and take players on him, which I thought he did well at. But when he was up front, mainly on his own, because Kai was, like, everywhere, I was thinking, what's the point of that? And then Saul on as well. I was like, what's Saul doing here? Like, you didn't even bring on Jorginho. I'm thinking, is there something wrong with Jorginho for him not to come on? Because to bring on Saul in the final over Jorginho was kind of weird, but it probably, you know, he had his reasons anyway. And, bruv, for the rest of that game, even including extra time, did Saul even touch the ball? He barely did. We were supposed to have control in the midfield, but for me, we even looked worse, arguably. So I wasn't really happy with Tuchel when he changed the formation and stuff. And when he put Pulisic left wing back as well, I was like, what, man? But yeah, it is what it is. We're going to extra time, and he actually changes the formation to like a 4-2-3-1 stroke, a 4-4-2. So Ziyech came on, Malang Sarr came on, Christensen had to go off with a cramp, and also we had Son and Aspi as the fullbacks, we had Rudiger and Thiago Silva as the two centre-backs, we had Pulisic as a 10, Saul and Kante was like the double pivot, with Saul being able to, you know, go box to box, Kante just sitting mainly, and then obviously Pulisic, like I said, he was between second striker and a 10, and Kai Havertz was sort of that false 9 as well, Timo was on the left, Ziyech was on the right, and for me, going forward, we actually looked a lot better, you know, Ziyech was trying, he was taking players on, showing his creativity, showing why he's been Chelsea's best attacker in recent weeks. I thought Timo Werner, as much as I don't rate him, as much as I don't think he's good enough in terms of what we want to do, and his skill set isn't there for me, I thought he done well actually taking players on. He actually put in a couple good crosses in. He actually cut inside as well, so I thought good cameo from Timo Werner. And yeah, it was decent. You know, the intensity again was up. We were moving the ball quickly, a lot better. But the problem was, where are the chances? Again, where are the chances? As much as we're keeping the ball, as much as we're playing decent up until the final third, where are the chances? And eventually a stroke of luck comes in. I think a corner comes in. It gets headed. You know, it's sort of people scrambling for it. And then Aspilicueta volleys it and it hits the player's hand. And the players are screaming for handball. And you know what? I look back at it and I think to myself, it is a bit harsh, but I don't care. We're the Club World Cup champions, so I don't really care. But you know, it was a bit harsh, and yeah. Obviously the ref went to check it, gave the penalty, and I was thinking to myself, who's gonna take this pen? Because I was like, Pulisic maybe, Kai. I was thinking Ziyech maybe because he took one in the FA Cup, and I saw Aspi with the ball, and I was like, raw, Aspi quite gonna take the penalty. I was like, Aspi, really? To win us the game? El Capitano. What, to be the first ever Chelsea player to win every single trophy with the club? Hey! I was like, why not? But then in the end, he gave it to Kai Havertz, and I was worried when Kai Havertz stepped up because I was like, last time Kai Havertz took a pen, he missed, and that was obviously the penalty shot against Villarreal, so I was a bit worried. But overall, he done well with that. Fair play to Kai Havertz, slots it in the bottom left-hand corner. He goes off, takes his top off, fam, and he celebrates, and Chelsea win the Club World Cup. And obviously in the end, you know, he was through on goal. The player fouled him, denied a goal scoring opportunity. He got sent off. Chelsea kept the ball, and boom, Chelsea are the Club World Cup champions. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy, man. I'm alive to have witnessed Chelsea win it all, man. And, you know, I'm just blessed for that. You get me? You know, to see us win the Premier League, to see us win the Champions League, to see us win the Europa League, to see us win the League Cup, to see us win the FA Cup, to see us win the Super Cup, to see us win the Club World Cup. Chelsea have completed football. You understand? We flipping love it, mate. So, yeah, guys, that is the end of the match review, guys. Player ratings will come out very soon. But Chelsea are the Club World Cup champions. Celebrate. Have a drink, mate. Do what you want in it, because celebrate. Just have fun tonight, you lot. So, yeah, Chelsea, Club World Cup champions. Come on! Come on! I'll see you lot in my player ratings video. Peace!